How modern life is making us stupid. The hidden mental slavery of our time. Introduction. The silent decline. We live in an age of miracles. With a small device in our pocket, we can access the wisdom of the world, speak to anyone across the globe, or learn anything we desire. We call this progress, and in many ways, it truly is. But something is going wrong. Beneath the surface of comfort and convenience, humanity is quietly slipping into a state of weakness. Minds are distracted, hearts are restless, souls are chained not by iron, but by illusions. This is the paradox of our time. We are surrounded by knowledge, yet starving for wisdom. We are connected to millions, yet lonelier than ever. We are told we are free, yet we live in a system designed to keep us enslaved. This is the story of modern mental slavery, hidden, silent, but powerful enough to shape our entire existence. 1. The chains of distraction. Distraction is the new prison. Every beep, every ping, every notification steals a fragment of our focus. The human mind was built for depth, for reflection, for silence. But in today's world, silence has been outlawed. Instead, we drown in noise, endless scrolling, constant updates, 24/7 entertainment. We no longer have time to think, because thinking is slow and the system rewards speed. And what is the result? A society that knows everything on the surface, but nothing in depth. A people who can name the latest celebrity scandal, but cannot explain the world they live in. This is not an accident, it is design. For a distracted mind is a controlled mind. 2. Consumerism, the slavery of desire. From birth, we are programmed to want the perfect toy, the latest gadget, the car, the clothes, the house. Desire is no longer natural, it is manufactured. Corporations spend billions to tell us who we are, what we should chase, and how we should measure success. And we obey. We work jobs we hate, to buy things we don't need, to impress people we don't even like. This is slavery disguised as freedom. We are told we are free to buy, free to choose, but in truth, our choices are carefully guided. Happiness is always just one purchase away, and when that purchase fails, another is waiting. A free mind does not need permission to feel worthy. A slave mind, however, is always hungry, always chasing, always blind. 3. The death of critical thinking. There was a time when wisdom was honored, when elders passed down truths, when philosophers shaped societies, when knowledge was respected. Today, critical thinking has been replaced with sound bites and memes. Logic has been silenced by noise. The thoughtful voice is drowned by the loudest one. We are not taught to ask why. We are taught to obey. Education no longer encourages thought, it encourages conformity. The student who questions too much is labeled a problem. The thinker is silenced. A society that cannot think is a society that cannot resist. And that is exactly what we are becoming: obedient, shallow, and distracted slaves. 4. The media trap. The media is not just entertainment, it is a weapon. It shapes what you fear, what you admire, and what you believe. Every story you read, every image you see, every headline you scroll past, each one is carefully designed. They do not simply inform you, they program you. Fear is their favorite tool. A fearful population will obey. Tell people they are in danger, and they will give up their freedom for safety. And once fear takes root, the chains of control grow stronger. 5. Social media and the illusion of connection. Social media promised connection. Instead, it delivered isolation. We are surrounded by friends, yet we feel alone. We post pictures for approval, likes for validation, comments for attention. But approval is not love. Likes are not friendship. Followers are not family. And the more we chase digital validation, the more empty we feel. Social media has turned human beings into products. Every click, every scroll, every post is tracked, measured, and sold. You are no longer a person, you are data. And the saddest truth of all, most people willingly play along. 6. Fear as a weapon of control. Why is society so easy to manipulate? Because fear works. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of poverty, fear of being different. Governments use fear to justify control. Companies use fear to sell products. Even religions sometimes use fear to enslave hearts instead of freeing them. A fearful person will not rise. A fearful society will not resist. Fear is the strongest chain of slavery, and modern life has mastered it. 7. Education or indoctrination. Education should free the mind, but in many ways, it has become a factory of obedience. Children are taught what to think, not how to think. They memorize facts but never question systems. They are graded not for creativity, but for conformity. By the time they grow up, they are ready-made workers, ready-made consumers, ready-made followers, not thinkers, not leaders, not free minds. This is not education. This is indoctrination. 8. The illusion of freedom. We are told we are free, free to speak, free to vote, free to choose. But is this true freedom? Or is it a carefully crafted illusion? Yes, we can choose between hundreds of products, but all sold by the same corporations. Yes, we can vote, but only between candidates chosen for us. Yes, we can speak, but only until our voice threatens the system. Freedom in modern life is like a cage with golden bars. You can move inside it. You can decorate it. You can feel safe, but step too far, and you'll discover the walls are real. 9. The path to awakening. Here is the good news. Slavery of the mind can be broken. The first step is awareness. You cannot fight chains you do not see. Learn to notice when you are being distracted, manipulated, or controlled. Step back, question, reflect. The second step is discipline. Protect your attention. Limit the noise. Feed your mind with wisdom, not garbage. Replace endless scrolling with learning. Replace blind obedience with questioning. Replace fear with courage. The third step is connection. Real connection. With family, with friends, with nature, with God, with yourself. Stop chasing approval from screens. Start building relationships that matter. Conclusion: rise above. The truth is painful, but it is also powerful. Modern life is making us stupid. It is enslaving us with distraction, consumerism, fear, and lies. But you do not have to follow. You can rise above. You can see what others do not. You can be awake while others sleep. You can be free while others remain chained. The world does not need more followers. It needs more thinkers, more questioners, more warriors of truth. The choice is yours. Stay comfortable in slavery or step into the difficult, beautiful path of freedom. The world is waiting for you to rise. If this message touched your heart, don't let it end here. Together, we can wake up, think deeper, and break free from the chains of modern life. By subscribing to this channel, you're not just following another voice, you're joining a community of people who choose truth over lies, wisdom over noise, and freedom over slavery. Every subscription is a step towards spreading awareness and inspiring change. So, if you believe in this mission, click subscribe, and let's rise above together.